There is a proverb that the diligent will be rewarded. Now the question is, what do we mean by diligent? Diligent means someone who is hardworking, someone who is disciplined, someone who works hard in life to achieve something great. So this proverb simply means if you work hard, then you are going to succeed. It's a very simple concept that everyone knows but not everyone follows. In this video, I am going to prove this proverb wrong, because my own research has taught me that the diligent are successful, but the lazy act as if they know everything. This is the first point. The lazy act as if they know everything. My own research has come across these two types of people. People who don't know much but they think they know it all are the people who never ask questions. And there's another category of people who always ask questions. People who don't like to act, they just want to keep learning more and more. These are the two categories of people. You have to be aware of them. When I started working with my father in the field, one of the major challenges I faced was getting people to do things. I used to get frustrated. How can someone not understand something which is so simple? And the problem was not limited to any particular type of person. It happened with everyone. It didn't matter whether the person was educated or uneducated, whether the person was experienced or inexperienced. No matter how much I tried, it was difficult for some people to do something. They would always say, "I don't know." Whenever you would ask them to do something, they would give you an excuse. If you ask them to sit at a computer for some time and learn something, they would tell you that their eyes are weak or they are not good enough for it. You ask them to lift something, and they will complain about body pain. In fact, sometimes you won't even have to say anything. These people would just keep complaining without you even saying anything. They would just keep finding fault with everything. So if you are lazy, you can easily fool yourself and others by acting as if you know everything. But being diligent is not easy. Being diligent is hard. When you are lazy, you think that you know it all. But when you are diligent, you realize how little you know. Because the moment you start doing something great, you will face many problems. There are going to be lots of obstacles. But if you are lazy, you think that you know everything. So whenever you face a problem, you feel demoralized. You start doubting yourself. You start thinking that maybe I'm not capable of doing this. Maybe I don't know enough. Maybe I need to learn something else. You start doubting your own skills. That's why lazy people believe they know everything. But diligent people never stop learning. Point number 2. The diligent are successful, but the lazy will blame others for their own mistakes. So let me share another story from my personal experience. When I started my work, there were people who had been working there for years and years. I used to see them every day. I used to talk to them every day. I got along well with them. And when I started working there, I used to take instructions from them. Sometimes I used to ask them questions too, but after some time I realized they weren't happy with me. I didn't know what I had done wrong. I asked them directly, "Is there something I have done wrong?" They told me, "No, you haven't done anything wrong." Then I thought, maybe I should talk to my boss. Again, my boss told me, "You haven't done anything wrong. You are doing everything right." But still, those people weren't happy with me. I couldn't understand what exactly was happening. And after some time, one of those people left the company. After some time, another person left the company. After some time, yet another person left the company. And guess what? Every single person who left the company gave the reason that I was the problem. They said that I was arrogant. They said that I did not know how to work with people. They said that I was creating problems for them. Basically, they were blaming me for their own mistakes. Now the question is, why were they blaming me? Why were they not happy with me? Well, the only reason was that they were lazy. They did not want to work. They wanted me to do the work for them. They wanted me to become overconfident so that my boss would scold me and maybe I would leave the company. They wanted me to make mistakes so that my boss would scold me and maybe I would leave the company. So you can say that these people were waiting for me to leave the company. They wanted me to suffer so that they could feel good about themselves. So remember this: diligent people are successful, but lazy people will blame others for their own mistakes. Lazy people are successful in making excuses, but they are never successful in life. Point number 3. The diligent are successful, but the lazy never try to improve. So when I started working there, I was very young. I was just 18 years old. I was very innocent, so I used to go out of my way to help other people. If someone had a problem, I used to think that I should help him. I used to spend time helping others. At first, those people appreciated it. But later on, they started taking it for granted. Later on, they started expecting it from me. And again, those people who did not appreciate my efforts were the same people who left the company later on, and they blamed me for all their problems. So the main reason why those people left the company was because they never tried to improve. They never improved themselves. They never tried to become better human beings. They just kept doing the same thing again and again and again. They never took initiatives. They never came up with new ideas. They never tried to solve the problems of the company. They did not care about the company's growth. They did not care about their own growth. They just wanted to live a comfortable life. They wanted a carefree life. They wanted to enjoy life. And they thought that someone else would come and solve all their problems. They thought that someone else would come and build the company. They thought that someone else would come and give them money. But remember, the diligent are successful, but the lazy never try to improve. So, friends, we often hear this proverb that the diligent will be rewarded, the lazy will go hungry. But my own research has taught me that the diligent are successful, but the lazy act as if they know everything. So, if you are diligent, never ever think that you know everything. Keep learning. Keep asking questions. Don't be afraid of making mistakes because mistakes are the stepping stones of success. On the other hand, if you are lazy, then don't try to act smart. Don't try to show off. Don't try to pretend to be something you are not. Don't fool others and don't fool yourself. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button. And also share your feedback in the comments below. And for more such videos, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.